let's make this little triangle together. What you need is yarn with the right hook size for it. Any yarn will do for this, and scissors and darning needle, and 3 colors for this so that you get the lovely contrast. I guess you could also do 2 colors and do the middle color and give it a special contrast. I think I'm going to start this one again with this green, and I'm going to show you an alternative to a magic ring. We're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to join to make a little circle, and we're going to work in that circle. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the tail as our magic tail to tighten it when we want. So in this ring, I'm going to start with a stacked single, which is a single crochet, and then a second single crochet on top worked in this front bar. You can also do a chain 3, but this works nicely because it makes it look like a double crochet. Next, we're going to do 3 more doubles in the ring, and we're working around that tail. We're going to chain 2, and we're going to make 4 more double crochets in that ring. And this way your tail is also worked into your work, and you won't have to weave that tail in, because when you're doing this many color changes, there's a lot of tails to be worked in. So we're doing 4 double crochets on each side with a chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3. And now is our final one. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pick up that tail and work it into my final double crochet so that I can so that I don't have to worry about weaving it in. So I've yarned over, I pulled up my loop, and now I've joined this tail to my working yarn, and I'm just going to take it along as I finish this stitch, and that way it disappears into the stitch and it's nice and secure. So now I have another chain 2 to finish off that piece, and I'm going to join to the top of my stacked single, or to my chain 3, and we're going to cut the yarn and tie it off. And that is my first round. And I'm going to cut off this little tail here because we worked that in nicely, and that's been worked in, and that's my first round. For the second round, I'm going to work with my pink here, and I'm going to make a slip stitch. Nope, not a slip stitch. I'm going to make a slip knot. I'm going to put that slip knot on my hook, and I'm going to work my first corner. My first corner, I'm going to work a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. So in total, you can see there are 3 single crochets there, and that's what I'm going to do now in that corner. So I have my slip knot on my hook. I'm going to put my hook into that chain 2 space. I'm going to yarn over, pull up a loop, and finish it off like that would be my first single. And that is how I join my yarn without having to make a knot or anything. So now I'm going to chain 2, make another single, chain 2, and make another single. And now to work my side, I'm going to make 3 chains. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to do the exact same thing in the next corner. And that is a single crochet, a chain 2, single, chain 2, and another single. And then our side is 3 chains, and then we're doing another corner, which is a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet. And then we're going to chain 3 and join to that first single crochet, we're going to cut the yarn and tie it off. And that is round 2. There you have it. So now we're going to work our third color. And I'm going to use this light blue. And again, I am going to start with a slip knot on my hook because I'm immediately going to start a double crochet in my corner. And I'm going to start in the corner here. We have 3 double crochets, and in between each we have 2 chains, and I'm going to start in that 2 chain space in between, and I'm going to make 4 double crochets in that space. Let me just check. 4. So I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And that's my first double. I'm going to move that over a little bit so that I can fit 3 more into that space. And there is the beginning of a corner. Now I'm going to work my side, and I'm going to work in these 3 chains here, and I'm going to make 4 double crochets. And now we're at the next corner. We're going to do 4 double crochets, a chain 2, and 4 double crochets. So in the first space, chain 2 space, we're doing 4 double crochets. And then we're going to chain 2 and do 4 double crochets in that next chain 2 space. And now for the side, we're doing 4 double crochets into this over the chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now we're at our next corner, which is 4 double crochets in the chain 2, and 4 double crochets in the next chain 2. Now we're at our final side, and we're going to work 4 double crochets over this chain 3. I'm going to try and work over my tail here. Weaving in the ends, I think for many people is not their favorite thing to do. So if I can go over that, that just helps tremendously. And then we're at the corner here, the first corner, and we just need to finish off with 4 double crochets in that chain 2 space. And now to join to my first double crochet, I'm going to make a half double in this so I can chain 1 after that, and I can make a single crochet round just to finish off my triangle. So what I'm going to do is so I chained 1 and I'm going to do a single crochet in each stitch around and a chain 2 in every corner, just to give it that little finish like I did here on this one. These are going to make really sweet little triangles that you can use for any project. So I'm at my corner. I did a single, chain 2 and a single, and then I just continue on. And now I'm at the end, and I'm just going to chain 2, make a slip stitch, and cut off my yarn and make a knot. And that's it. We have our little triangles complete. All I'm going to have to do is weave in these ends, of course. But there you have it. Really, really sweet little triangles. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you give this pattern a try. It turned out really, really pretty. Give me a subscribe and a like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.